Hey guys, it's David the Grow Maestro here at Ohana No-Till Farm. I know it's been a while since we got you an update on our greenhouse project, so we're going to cruise on in here and see what we got going on. So you'll remember back in, I believe, September, we started this grant project from the Idaho Center for Sustainable Agriculture. They granted us the funds to go ahead and build this greenhouse, and we are very appreciative to the donors of the ICSA. And you can see that we've made a lot of progress, a lot of changes, a lot of things happening here. So let's walk down this side first. You can see that we built our shelving here out of recycled pallets and upcycled some fancy cinder blocks here. And what we've done is we have a radiant heating system here that we've done with compost. So we ran some poly pipe through our compost, and when that heated up, we started running water through it, and we ran that hot water here on our bench, and that's how we were germinating our plants in the winter. But it's May now, so we've actually moved a lot of our plants outside. And over here you can see the moringa trees that we have. Moringa is a superfood. It's super awesome. As far as I know, we're the only grower in Idaho of moringa. And we got these from Riva Farms, from Mark Ryan in Arizona. And man, we are super grateful for these seeds. We've got a bunch more of these trees in our other greenhouse, but we're super stoked to have them. So then over here you can see that we've got our shelves, more shelves, actually all built from pallets as well. The only things that we had to buy here were these shelf racks, and we put these together in an afternoon. So pretty awesome. We love that. And then up top here you can see the NFT component of our aquaponic system. And NFT stands for Nutrient Film Technique. Watch a couple of our other hydroponics videos to take a look at the NFT stuff that we're doing here at the farm. We can go into a little bit more detail on that. But over here we've got the crown jewel of the greenhouse here. We've got our newest addition, which is our aquaponics system. So over here you can see Anton is working on some of the grow beds and going through some of our chard and our kale. And it looks like over here, Ian was working on something over here with our swirl filter. And this is our fish tank. And again, we're using a really cool way to heat. So we're running water from our tank outside into poly pipe that just sits under the sun, and it heats up, and it comes back here and drops our hot water in for our tilapia so that they can stay alive here. They prefer really warm water, so we're trying to keep this around 80 right now. Ian, why don't you tell us what you were doing over here, man, with this swirl filter? What's the purpose of the swirl filter?
So this is our vortex filter, integrated into our aquaponics system. The purpose of it is to remove solids and particulate matter from the water as it's flowing from the fish tank into the grow bed. So what that takes care of is pieces of algae, things that fell in the tank, like dirt, and also pieces of fish poop that haven't been broken down by the bacteria yet to be accessible by the plants.
So show us how it works. Where does the water come in and where does it go out?
Okay, so the water comes in right here from the fish tank and flows in, and the idea is that it swirls around, and in that swirling action the particulate matter settles down to the bottom of the tank, and then when that water level rises to this upper pipe, then it can come out where it goes down into the sump tank, which is of course the next step in getting to the grow beds. So basically what's happening is all that particulate is falling to the bottom. We're taking it out via this pipe right here whenever we want to open that. And that helps keep our water clean for our fish and for our plants. Right on.
Seems like a pretty integral component of the aquaponics system. What are you working on down here, Anton?
I am checking chard leaves for leaf miner. Sometimes you still have to deal with pest issues in an aquaponic system, and it's a little bit easier once you're in there to kind of see, you know, what's getting in on them. And then trying to see what's ready to harvest, actually. We have some lettuce here that we started earlier in the year. It's starting to look really good, so I think we're going to take that out this time. We grow it on a food grade polyester batting material. It's really easy to place into the aquaponic system, and it's actually really fairly easy to remove.
So that's the grow media right there, right? Attached to the, and you're just pulling it out.
White stuff, and we're just pulling the whole
wow
trailing of lettuce out.
So does that polyester Does that leach any chemicals?
It doesn't leach any chemicals. It's food grade. There's no dye in it. It's completely inert. And it just acts as a really nice material for the roots to grow into.
Oh yeah, look at that root mat.
I know, look at this. Look at some of these roots down in here. And then all this stuff is totally edible and delicious. So we'll take this off and we'll eat it.
So that's some lunch right there,
We're
huh?
gonna munch on this today.
Nice. Very cool. So you were talking about leaf miners. How do we manage the leaf miners both in the aquaponics system in our greenhouse and outside here at the farm?
So we have a couple varieties, a couple ways that we try to do it. One of them is actually with a parasitic wasp. If you want to look really closely down at some of these, we can find some good kale. Good example of a leaf right here. Might be difficult to see, but those little carcasses right there were once aphids that actually were preyed upon by a parasitic wasp. And the wasp lays an egg inside of the aphid, and it actually hatches out. And we did this in our greenhouse, or in our hydroponic setup in the garage, and then we actually moved some of these out here to the greenhouse so that they can start to populate our greenhouse area with those beneficial wasps. Another thing we use is ladybugs. We actually seeded our outside area with quite a few ladybugs today. And then we're looking into some different floating row cover options to break up their mating cycle. They tend to lay their eggs on the leaves, which will then eat through the leaves and then fall down into the soil or substrate area. And then when they hatch, they like to fly up higher to kind of breed. So we've been trying to use the row cover to stop their breeding cycle so they can't lay the eggs. They're a pretty interesting pest because they do affect Swiss chard, beets, and spinach. They're all in the same family, and they're also pretty big cash crops for the farm.
Right on. So not only are we growing food here at Ohana No-Till Farm, but we're growing bugs to protect our food. So that's one of the ways that we control our pests is through integrated pest management, and that's a big part of our plan here at the farm. So we're really excited to kind of show off what we've been working on, and we're getting ready to add another fish tank in here, and we're really excited for our NFT system up at the top here. It's just added filtration and grow space for us. So we're pretty excited. And again, very grateful to the Idaho Center for Sustainable Agriculture. Thank you guys so much. And if you guys want to come by and take a tour, we're always here. We're 100% open source, and we'd love to show you what we're doing. Thanks, guys, and happy gardening. Check out our website, www.ohananotillfarm.com. Find us on Facebook. Find us on Twitter. We'll see you out there.